What's up? Welcome to LCG Archive. I'm doing the second quest that comes in the revised core set. I'm jumping into the Lord of the Rings LCG as a completely new player and beginner. And last time I played the starter deck, the lore starter deck in the rulebook in the first quest, and now I'm playing against or playing through the journey along the Anduin with the leadership and spirit suggested deck that is also in the rulebook, but it's not in the starter deck section. It's a little further along. I'm gonna set my threat at 29. I already shuffled a bit, but I'll shuffle again. This is more like cutting the deck, so you know I'm not like stacking this thing to just like crush the quest. And the first one was pretty easy, at least the game on camera was. I'm hoping for a little bit of a challenge, and I honestly want to record me losing because the plan is that even if I lose, I'm still going to upload these things, and if I have to record it 10 times before I get my win, I'm cool with that. So this is the second scenario, Journey Along the Anduin. 1A. Oh, I think I have to do my hand first before I do any setup or anything. So I'm going to look at my hand and see if I want to mulligan. I've got 2 cheap allies, so I'm excited to play some of these spirit cards. I know that now I have to do sphere matching, so I need to be paying attention to like Snowborn Scout, for example. This can only be paid for by resources from my leadership heroes, which are Aragorn and Theodred. And this card, Unexpected Courage, can only be paid for by Eowyn's resources because she is Spirit. So I'm looking forward to that depth, but I just need to make sure that I get it right. Alright, I'm cool with my starting hand, my threat is set, and now we will get into this. To the river. Emerging from Mirkwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel, you must now make your way south along the Anduin River in order to reach the Forest of Lorien. As you leave the forest behind, you notice that you are being pursued and thus quicken your pace. This is the setup. Each player reveals one card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. So we have the brown lands in our staging area. It has 5 threat. Forced after the players travel to the brown lands, place 1 progress token on it. So I just traveled to it and then it's done. But it does have 5 threat. I guess that's actually, that's really interesting. Okay. Then the other side of To the River. As you approach the location of a small raft stashed on the riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a grouping of rocks and attacks. When revealed, search the encounter deck for 1 hill troll, if one is not already in play, and place it in the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. Players cannot defeat the stage while any hill trolls are in play. Alright. And then we will be ready to roll. I've really enjoyed how these decks are set up, like with these different symbols and sort of combining, like this one combines the orc and this like riverway and the beasts. I just think it's like super thematic. Alright, and that's at 30, so I'm just barely gonna dodge a forced engagement, but I might still engage it on my own. I'm really gonna have to think about this. 6 attack. Excess combat damage dealt by Hill Troll must be assigned as an increase to your threat. Wow. Okay. So now I'm going to take my turn. This is going to start with the resource phase. I'm going to get resources on my heroes and then draw a card. my planning phase. Oh, he has 9 health? I think I'm in no rush to quest. So I'm gonna start with playing some kind of cheap blocker and then maybe start pooling my resources a little bit. I'll play this Snowborn Scout with a resource from Deodrid. And then I'll leave one on Aragorn. And then we'll move on to the quest phase. So I'm not going to commit... Oh, but then I'm going to take the difference in damage. Or threat, rather. So I should do some. Maybe just Aragorn and then ready him. Wow, this hill troll is huge. I don't know what to do. I'm going to use this response in the planning phase to put a progress here. This is going to help me out a ton on the Brown Lands. So I'm not going to travel to it necessarily, but it will become completed. And now I will be in the questing phase where I will still try to make some progress on the quest with these two. I'll use a response from Aragorn to ready him, spending a resource. And then we'll have 6 quest power against 1 plus whatever I get from the staging step. Dol Guldur Orcs. When revealed, the first player chooses one character currently committed to a quest. Deal 2 damage to that character. I'm never going to block with Aelin, so I feel like it's okay if she takes some damage. That might be naive, but that's what I'm going to do. I feel like the other guys are going to see combat. And then we have 6 going over 3, so we'll make 3 progress. And now we are into... We didn't have a travel phase, or we won't have a travel phase rather. And now we're in the encounter phase. Optional engagements. I don't think I'm going to optionally engage anything or anyone. So I'll let the Dol Guldur Orcs engage with me. And then I'll leave the Hill Troll for a turn. So here come the Dol Guldur Orcs. And I will go into the combat phase. So here's my shadow card, and then first we'll have an attack. I'll choose to defend with the Snowborn Scout, and this will be 2 attack plus no shadow effect. It was another hill troll. That's scary. And this will be a 2 attack on my 1 defense, and 1 will go over. Snowborn Scout will die. And then now we'll do player attacks, which will be just 3, I guess. I don't need to necessarily attack here. Alright. 0 defense, 3 health, easy peasy. And then we'll go to the refresh phase. And start at the top. My threat will go up to 30, so now I will for sure have to deal with the Hill Troll. And now we are at the resource phase again. Draw my card. I got Sneak Attack. So now that I've been looking at more cards, I'm learning that there are some pretty intense combinations, like using Sneak Attack on Gandalf, for example. Unexpected Courage, Exhaust, Unexpected courage to ready attached hero. That's good, but not necessarily right now. I pretty much have to play this Wandering Took. So this is another cheap little ally. We're in the planning phase now. He's just gonna let me block again. That's it. But I'm paying attention to my sphere matching. Then I want to keep a resource on Aragorn, which gives me a chance to play sneak attack, and that's about it. Or I could slam a Steward of Gondor. Yeah, this is going to pay for itself. So I'll put Steward of Gondor onto Aragorn, and then I'll exhaust it and put 2 resources into his hero pool. And now I'm ready to move on to the quest phase. So I think Eowyn's just going to quest nonstop, and then Aragorn I can ready him afterwards, so that seems strong. Theodred, let's see, the 2 attack is pretty good. So I'll activate Aragorn's ability, and I'm committing 6 to the quest, and then we'll do staging. So 6 over 4. Oh, well, I need to resolve this here. So it has Surge, which means there will be another card added to the staging area forced. After Eastern Crows is defeated, shuffle it back into the encounter deck. Okay, then after the Surge, Treacherous Fog. Each location in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. Each player with a threat of 35 or higher chooses and discards 1 card from their hand. Okay, so second part isn't relevant, and there are no locations. Not bad. Okay, 2. So I'm hitting 6 over 2, which will let me make 4 progress. It'll be at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need to somehow deal with this hill troll. Oh, and it has the excess combat damage thing. Oh no. Okay. Travel phase, there's something to travel to. Encounter phase, and he's gonna end up engaged with me no matter what I do. So let's do that. Here we are engaged, and then we will deal our shadow cards. There's a tie. Then we're going to do enemy attacks. So I am thinking differently about this hill troll right now. I still think additional threat is better than splitting up the damage. Yeah, I don't want damage on my heroes. Okay, so we'll say hill troll goes first on their attack, and it'll be against this Wandering Took. So this will be 6 plus no shadow effect. So this will clearly die, and then I'll take 3 threat as damage. Then the Eastern Crows will attack, I guess, Aragorn, and he'll defend. So this will be 1 plus no shadow effect, so he doesn't take any damage, thankfully. For player attacks, I'm gonna attack the crows. So this will be 2 over no defense and 1 health. And then we will call that good and go to the refresh phase. So everything's ready. My threat will go up to 34. And then I'll do resources. And I don't know if there's the best time to use Steward of Gondor, but I don't want to forget. So let me draw my card, and I'll just do it in the planning phase. So here's two more. Okay. What am I going to do about this hill troll? So I can ready an attached hero. I can ready all character cards in play. Cancel a revealed thing. Sneak attack. And ready all characters in play. These are not helpful right now. So I'm going to have to do some damage control. Or just let someone die. But let's see what happens with this quest. So there's nothing in the staging area, which makes me want to make sure, like, I could just send Eowyn. I think I'm going to do that. And then what does it look like if I try to ready her? Yeah, so let me attach this. Oh, I don't have enough resources that are the specific sphere. One card from your hand, give Eowyn +1 quest power to the end of phase. Okay. I'd love to be able to quest and then ready her, which is not gonna happen. Unless I mean, I could spend 5 and ready everybody. So maybe that's a good idea. I could quest with everyone. Oh, but then it's only gonna be the one I need. The rest aren't gonna spill over. And I can't defeat this stage anyway. So I guess no one's questing. That was easy. Alright. Now we're through the planning phase, gonna skip the questing phase. Or I guess I could send Aragorn just to prevent some damage. Do the staging. And this is Despair Treachery. Remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest cards. If there are fewer than 4 progress tokens on the quest, remove all tokens. This will be a good use of the Test of Will from Eowyn. So I'm going to cancel this effect. I want to keep my progress. So this is going to allow me to... And I'm also going to use Aragorn's hero ability to have maximum progress here. And then once I defeat this hill troll, I can move on if I can. Cool. Nothing during the travel phase, encounter phase, there's nothing in the staging area, combat phase. So I'll deal him a shadow card and decide who's going to take this attack. So I think it's going to be... Aragorn actually has a chance of living it. And I just can't throw away my Eowyn right now. But Aragorn's so much of my power. Deodred's probably the most expendable. But Deodred for sure dies. So either let Deodred for sure die, or Aragorn maybe dies. I think I just let Deodred die. So he's defending. I mean, I could do it undefended. No, he'll defend. Alright. 6. Shadow. Defending player chooses and returns 1 exhausted ally they control to its owner's hand. If they control no exhausted allies, raise their threat by 3. Interesting. So I do not. So here it goes to 37. 6 over 1 defense and 4 health is 5. 1 more, up to 38. Okay. And no point in attacking with Eowyn. And Really no point in attacking with Aragorn either. Because he has 3 defense. So Deirdre's dead. And then I'll go to ready, increase threat, etc. in the refresh phase. So now we're in the resource phase. And then oh, I need to draw my card. And I got a test of will. This is not looking good. Okay. So planning phase. I don't have an ally to play. Unexpected courage doesn't really help me. I can get some resources here. So I'll go up to 6 total. And I am feeling like I'm kind of hard locked out of this. I have no idea how I'm going to hurt this troll. But we'll play it out. So during the planning phase, I don't really want to play any of my cards. And then we'll go into the quest phase. I'll do the Aragorn thing. So I'll commit Aragorn and then ready him. And then we'll do staging. So we have 2 quest power. When revealed, this is driven by shadow. When revealed, each enemy in each location currently in the staging area gets +1 till the end of the phase. If there are no cards in the staging area, driven by shadow gains surge. Okay. Dol Guldur Beastmaster. When Dol Guldur Beastmaster attacks, deal it 1 additional shadow card. And then it's like 3 + 2. Oh my gosh. And that's for sure engaging with me. Okay. So done with the quest phase. I don't take any threat. I also don't make any progress on the quest. And then we are in the travel phase. I'm not going to travel to anything. Encounter phase, optional engagements, not going to do those, but my threat's at 39, and Dol Guldur Beastmaster is 35. So we're now engaged there as well. And we're in the combat phase. So let's deal some shadow cards. And then we'll have the Hill Troll attack Aragorn. He'll defend. So this is 6 plus shadow, remove 1 progress token from the current quest. Okay. Then 6 preventing 2. I'll take 4 damage here. And oh, I guess this attack should have been the first one that was resolved, huh? The higher threat one. I don't think it's really gonna matter, but so this is nothing, and the attack would have been on Éowyn. Éowyn is for sure dead. No additional shadow effects. Okay, so I have 1 more turn with just Aragorn. I'm gonna go to the refresh phase. Ready him up. Increase my threat to 40. Oh, and there was some excess damage here, huh? Oh, no, there wasn't actually. So my threat's at 40. And then we are into the resource phase again. I'm going to go quickly through this because I don't really see a winning position I can put myself in. So here's a resource, here's a card. I got Gandalf. So that's what I'm thinking is, like, Aragorn has 3 attack. This hill troll has 3 defense. There's nothing I can do. Gandalf, at least here, when he enters play, I can deal 4 damage to an enemy in play. I can also just attack with him. He does 4 damage. But I don't necessarily think that, like, sneak attacking in a Gandalf, right? So I pay 1, I put him in. When he enters play, I could deal 4 damage here. That's great. Attacking, I can do 1 more damage. I could also defend with him. Well, he'd be exhausted if I attack. So there are some options. But I don't think that my strategy should be Gandalf or bust either. Okay. I just drew. I'm in the planning phase. Let's play Gandalf and try to survive, I suppose. He has 4 defense and 4 health, so let's do the 4 damage to the hill troll. I mean, I could, like, prevent my threat or draw cards. I mean, I guess, but I have 1 hero left. That's the biggest problem. Sure. I mean, I think this is lost. Okay. So planning phase is over. Then we're in the quest phase. I'll commit Aragorn. We have 2 here. 2 quest power. Staging. Desire to buy, or pursued. Pursued by Shadow. When revealed, each player raises their threat by 1 for each character they control that is not currently committed to the quest. So here's 1 for Gandalf. And that was just a treachery. Okay. And, I mean, I'm not sure if I should just be putting these here, even though it's massively over, or if there's a limit. Then we are into the travel phase, nothing, encounter phase, nothing in the staging area, combat phase, deal my shadow cards, and the Beastmaster. So here is where it would kind of matter. So the Beastmaster is 3 attack over my 2 defense. I pretty much die. Oh, and it gets 1 additional. I think I missed that too. So let's say he attacks Gandalf, who has to exhaust. Defending character does not count its defense. Okay. And remove 1 progress token from the current quest. So Gandalf takes 3 damage. And then here the hill troll would do 6 attack to Aragorn, and he would die, and I would lose. Okay. Well, I said it was about time for me to lose, and I got my wish. I didn't even get past the first stage on this quest. So it might be time, and I've heard this about this game, to get into deck building fast. Because now that I know, and I want to approach this like an old school video game where I just, if I lose, I don't look through the deck. I'm not gonna like look at the next stages or anything. I'm just going to beat my head against the wall. And now I know that this hill troll is so tanky. I need to figure out what to do about him. And it's as simple as that. So thanks for watching, and this means there will definitely be another video of me trying this thing until I beat it. I did want to look through, actually. I said I wasn't going to look, but that is the hill troll, right? There's only 1. Or, I mean, there's multiple hill trolls, but it's not like I picked like the hardest hill troll out of a few variations. Okay, cool. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching and hanging out, and we'll get a W on this thing. See you later. Oh, remember, like, subscribe, etc. All right, see ya.